My people wonder they say shall never end. Right now, information getting to us is that Ebony's family, who have been trying everything within their power to convince Kabiyesi not to carry on with this initiation of Ituwase, they said they have gone extra mile, to come to the palace with a cow and some tubers of yam, some kola nuts, some red oil. They said they came into the palace with a lot of items, and they said the tubers of yam they came into the palace with was about more than 50 pieces with a very fat cow. You know, before this particular visit, they said the Olori Ebi of the ruling house where Ebony is coming from have visited the palace before now to come and beg Kabiyesi on behalf of Ebony and Igbi. They said the man told Kabiyesi that, look, we all know that these people have wronged you, they have pushed you to the wall, they have done something that made you to go far because they all know you to be a good and kind-hearted man. And whatever it is that these people have done that made you to think of doing this Ituwase, that it simply means that they have gone beyond expectation, that they have done what they are not supposed to do. But Kabiyesi, please, considering things that are involved in this Ituwase, Kabiyesi, have a rethink. It is not all of us that offended you, because according to what we are hearing, they said, if this is done, it will not just cut off Ebony from the king. It will cut off Ebony and everything that has to do with Ebony, maybe including his son. Her son, I don't know. But if it is about everything that has to do with her, maybe the child too. So, because according to the gist that we heard the other day, during that time they were talking about cleaning the queen's name in the in the royal family register. They said if your name is not there, even if you have 20 boys for the king, that their there will be no connection between the king and those children. So maybe this Ituwase, if Kabiyesi succeeded in carrying it out, maybe both the child that Ebony have for the king and Ebony's family and everything that has to do with Ebony will be cut off from the king completely. So I believe that this is one of the reasons elders from her ruling house have been restless, because they said ever since this matter get to this stage, they have been restless. The man have been visiting. And they said at first Kabiyesi was like, okay, that was when they said the man gave orders that Ebony's belongings should be dragged away from the palace, that it is better for them to bring her back into their family house by force than allowing her disconnect herself and themselves from the ruling house. It is going to affect them in all round. So, and during that period that the man gave such order, the Kabiyesi was a little bit relieved. At least there is someone who takes action. Although they said Ebony and her immediate family, they went on their knees begging the Olori Ebe, letting him know that Ebony is going to turn a new leaf. She is not longer going to disgrace them. The humiliation have to stop. This, that. But after that, we are still hearing what Ebony is doing. Because all of these things has happened before Kabiyesi told her to transfer all the money to the original queen, the money for the 10th anniversary. But instead of her to obey, she was arguing, saying that it is an embarrassment to her. And I was like, embarrassment? Did you not embarrass yourself when you went and married her husband? Huh? Anyways, they said after that visit by Oloriagbe and some elders begging Kabiyesi, they decided to come back. And this time around, they came with a lot of gifts. They came with a cow, some tubers of yam, some gallons of red oil, and so many other items that have different meanings and significance when it comes to spiritual things in the palace. So, but according to what we are hearing, they said Kabiyesi did not say yes or no to them. Yes, in as much as they say Kabiyesi have so much respect for the man in question who is making all of this move. But a lot of people are asking, where was this man when Ebony was doing all that she have been doing? Because it did not start today. Ever since she got married to the king, we have been hearing one story or the other that she was doing. Even the ones that Blow Blow was doing then, where was the man? That is what a lot of people are asking today. Is it because it has gotten to the point that it is going to affect all of them? Huh? Is that why they are now frequenting the palace, coming to beg, telling Kabiyesi that when you beat a child with right hand, you use the left hand and draw the child closer? Ebony is always a child whenever it comes to their ruling house. But the original queen is their grandmother. Mhm. Because they always see her as a grandmother and their own daughter is a child. This is, I don't know what to say. Because whenever Kabiyesi tells them that original queen, the reason she left the way she left was because they frustrated her, he wasn't there to protect her, and they did not see, they see it as a deliberate act and everything. But with the ones their daughters are doing, they are seeing it that, she's a child. There's a way she reasons as a child, this, that. Right now, they said, the unfortunate thing is that Kabiyesi did not tell them yes and he did not tell them no. And from the information we gathered, they said the first step of this Ituwase have been carried out. Whether it was carried out before they came back with this cow or after the cow visit, I don't know. But they said the first process of that has been done. Although it's a very long process, it will take a lot of time for it to happen. But the Kabiyesi have started. And the reason they said this man is very angry, this man is always coming to the palace to beg right now, is because recently they have noticed that everything that Kabiyesi said he was going to do regarding these women, he is doing it without hesitation. So if they did not do what they needed to do right now, Kabiyesi might end up disconnecting Ebony, thereby disconnecting everything that has to do with her from the ruling house. And it is also going to affect them both politically and otherwise. So right now they said they have been running helter-skelter over what their daughter have caused in her marriage. That is what we are hearing if the information is true. But I want to remind you that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless we verify them. Thanks for watching. Do well to subscribe to my channel, follow my page and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.